Hey y'all, this is Tyler Blake from tylerblakeart.com. I apologize for being a week behind. I did actually shoot a video last week, and I had technical problems like nobody's business. The video turned out to be like 45 minutes long, and YouTube was like, no, it can only be 15 minutes, and anyway, so I just decided to scrap that and start over. But the project this week is let's draw Tom Cruise as a zombie. Zombie portraiture is lots of fun, and I starting back in 2008, I started doing my presidential zombies series, and this year I did. I always make fun of both sides, but there's Zombie Trump and Zombie Hillary, and I like doing politicians that way because let's be honest, they deserve it, and it's especially funny for me like if you use like their stock Senate photo where they have like the sprayed on plastic permagrin, and then you turn them into a zombie, and they it's just it's just like built-in comedy to me. But anyway, I didn't want to do another politician because it was like just a nasty political season, and I figure everybody's had enough of that. And for people that are recognizable, we're kind of limited to politicians, actors, musicians, and that's almost about it. So I just decided to use Tom Cruise because he's highly recognizable, and with that like big happy grin, I just thought that would be like a good funny picture to do zombified. So just as a disclaimer, when I do a zombie portrait of somebody, it's not like I'm saying I hate their guts, or there's no implied threat or anything, especially against politicians that can have their Secret Service agents kill me in my sleep. So I'm now with zombie portraiture. If anybody is interested in learning how to do that, the first thing is that you have to be able to do a regular portrait. So if you want to do a zombie portrait and have it look really good, that starts with like good basic understanding of portraiture, and then you add to that some exposed anatomy and a little bit of texture, and there you go. But anyway, I have to make sure that this video stays shorter, so I might do the time lapse sped up thing on this. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, if I assume that if you're watching this, you have at least a passing interest in art. So if but like let's say if you're just getting started out, uh, and if this is a topic that is interesting to you, I would check out Stan Prokopenko's channel here on YouTube. He has like really good videos on facial anatomy. Like he'll do like a video just on the ear and a video just on the nose, and he'll break it down to like how the cartilage is structured, and so like if you do his assignments that he puts out, you'll have like a really good understanding about how things are structured on the face. Or he does. He just did a series on forearms, and he did like a whole series on the muscles of the back. So like anatomy wise, those are really good. Another one that I like a lot is Alfonso Dunn here on YouTube. I'm going to be doing this in color, just like the presidential portraits I showed a minute ago. So when I get done with the pencil stage, I'm going to be inking this, and Alfonso Dunn has like a really good channel where he talks a lot about like creating ink textures, and he actually has a great book on drawing with ink too. He's been kind of a big influence on me when I just decided that I really wanted to get back into doing art. It's surprisingly hard to talk and draw at the same time. It would be easy to get into just rambling. Another a good thing about uh these is something to keep in mind is that you can't be sued for drawing pictures of people's faces. If it's just the person's face, you're fine. But I'm not giving legal advice, but my understanding is if I were to draw Tom Cruise as one of the characters that he played, like if I had him in his get up from Legend with Gump and Billy Barty, then it's copyright infringement, and I'm getting into Ridley Scott's intellectual property. But just, a picture of his face, I can do whatever I want to with that. So. And I'm not going to go crazy with the shading on this because this is going to get inked anyway. Sometimes when I'm doing a picture that's going to be inked, I'll just do a little bit of shading as kind of a placeholder for just to because like it'll just bother me because I'll be going that should be darker even though I know it's going to get inked. So just to kind of tide me over. Starting to get there. Gosh, that nose looks huge to me, but I don't like yeah, unless I get the eye. The eye. No? Yeah. So a lot of the time for me when I'm working on portraits, it'll look wrong until the shading gets done, and in this case, because it's going to be inked, I'll be past the point of no return anyhow. So, I think it was Dega who said that a portrait is a drawing of someone's face with the nose done wrong. So, that tells you that people have been struggling with noses since people have been doing portraits.